Okay, so I'm just going to answer a couple of questions that you might have about the Masterlock. So obviously you're interested in one of these. I thought I'd just let you know about the features on these. The number one question I always get asked about this is, can you reset the code once you set it? And how do you initially set the code? So let's have a look. Let's take it out of the packet and I'll show you exactly how you do that. Okay, so let's just remove this from the packaging. You can see we get the instructions and we get the device itself. So when you first get the device, it will be closed like so. You just need to pull the little waterproof hatch down and you can see that it will be set at code 0000. That will allow us to open that up by simply pressing that. And then you can see inside we get the fixings, the screws to mount it to your wall. Okay, so you can see that the initial code is there. All we need to do is open the lock up. And then if I turn this around, hopefully you can see there's a little button or little lever there, a mechanism that says reset. Now this allows us to change that code. So currently set at 4 zeros. Obviously that's no good. So all we need to do is move this into the set position by sliding that down. And you can see it's now in the set position. And that means now we can change this code. So no matter if you buy this secondhand or you buy it new, you can change the code as long as you know the initial code. So we know that it's 4 zeros currently. So let's say we want to set this to, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, not a code I would recommend using. So once we've set it, put that switch back to normal and close it up. Let's change those numbers and we can see we now cannot unlock that unless we change that code back to 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, make sure they're all nicely lined up and we should be able to open that up. So it's just as simple as using that little lever there that says reset. As long as you know the original code, just push that into place, set the new code that you want, push the button back and you're good to go. So you can use as many combinations as you want. Maybe if you're using this in an Airbnb, you might want to change it every week. Very, very simple. Just use the lever there and you can use any combination that you like. And obviously there's hundreds of thousands of combinations there. You do get the screws with it, but I do suggest if possible try and use some bolts. If you can go through something like a garage door or through a fence or something, it is better than screwing them in. But all the instructions come with it and you get a lot of information on the box. But yeah, you can change the code as many times as you want as long as you know the original one. And remember, out of the packaging, it will be 4 zeros.